What a great place for a holiday. A harbour, beaches, plenty of fascinating nearby places to visit. We're on a budget break at Park Holidays Rye Harbour Holiday Park in East Sussex in June 2014, where we got a fully equipped holiday caravan for just £62 for 4 nights, including bed linen. This is the one. The park is just fine. Caravans seem a little closer together than at our previous site at Herne Bay, and parking a little less convenient, but everything is clean and tidy. What more can you ask? The site even has a Martello tower at the entrance, and you can climb up to get a better view of the place. For this break we wanted to get out and about more, and there are plenty of places to go. This is Hastings, just 8 or 9 miles along the coast. The main town centre is busy and popular, with all the main chain stores, so we concentrated on the older parts of the town, down by the Stade. The shopping areas here are very pedestrian friendly. There are lots of small individual shops filled with things to look at, and you can also find a few spots to sit and watch the world go by. Just out on the main seaside road, we found a lovely little Seagull cafe for lunch, where they do excellent fish and chips, and a pot of tea for 2 comes just as we like it. The campsite is just a couple of 100 yards away from the buildings at Rye Harbour, but the entrance to the Harbour Nature Reserve is right next door. It makes a great stroll for an hour or 2 down to the harbour jetty, and there are many places to take a break and watch the world go by. At high tide you can see yachts and boats coming and going, and near the sea there are massively built concrete pillboxes where soldiers stood guard back in the 1940s. They must have been long nights watching in the icy cold for an invasion that never came. Here's another fascinating place not too far away. It's Herstmonceux, one time home of the Royal Greenwich Observatory. There are guided tours of the telescopes filled with detail by knowledgeable and enthusiastic guides, and there are dozens of science exhibits in the grounds and in the buildings. Kids can have a really great time, and so can adults who still enjoy learning things. You can find all kinds of facts. There's everything from an experiment where you can form your own river delta, to a tornado you can stop and start with a wave of your hand. One of Kent's most popular trips is on the Romney, Hythe and Dymchurch Light Railway, which runs for 13.5 miles from Hythe to Dungeness. We got aboard at New Romney about the halfway mark, from where it took around 25 minutes to get to the terminal at Dungeness Light. A journey partially through people's back gardens and partly across the shingle expanses. A very strange landscape. You can sit out there. You can sit out there. You can find a cabin. Dungeness itself is a remote place. There's a retired lighthouse you can climb, a cafe for tea and meals, a pub just a short stroll away, and the massive nuclear power plant. The railway itself is a major attraction, with small crowds forming around the steam locos every time they stop in a station. Finally, the town of Rye itself. It's small, cute and touristy, and well worth an exploratory stroll. There are lots of narrow streets and small shops, as well as some chain stores. The narrow streets also mean you can see some great driving, like this crane driver who managed to get his massive truck around this corner without touching a wall.
Thank you.
And that was our 4-night break at Rye Harbour Holiday Park. A great area to visit and a terrific value stay for just £62.